Let's get straight to it. Number 5. The humming whales. For decades, sailors reported hearing strange, low-frequency hums coming from the ocean depths. Scientists assumed it was shipping noise or military sonar. But in the 2000s, researchers finally tracked the source. A population of fin whales off the coast of Antarctica was producing a continuous, low-frequency hum that lasted for hours. The weird part: fin whales are known for short, loud calls to communicate with each other. This was different, steady, rhythmic, almost like a lullaby, and they only did it at night. The leading theory is that they are using the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. By humming at a specific frequency, around 20 Hz, they might be creating a kind of acoustic map of the ocean floor beneath them. But here's what nobody can fully explain. Different whale populations sing similar songs, even when they are thousands of miles apart. Not identical, not perfectly synced, but close enough to make scientists wonder. Is it learned? Is it instinct? Or is there something else, some deeper connection, that we haven't discovered yet? We've been listening to the ocean for decades and only just realized that it's filled with a species-wide choir. And we still don't understand the lyrics. Number 4. The heartbeat under the ice. Deep beneath the Antarctic ice sheet, researchers discovered something that shouldn't be moving. Water, not just frozen ice, but entire rivers and lakes sealed off for millions of years. Using radar, scientists found massive pulses of water flowing back and forth under kilometers of solid ice. These subglacial waves travel at a crawling pace, taking years to complete a single cycle. They are driven by the planet's rotation, the immense pressure of the ice above, and geothermal heat from below. That part, we understand. What we don't understand is why some of these pulses are suddenly changing speed. In certain regions, the rhythm that had been steady for thousands of years is now accelerating. The leading theory is that climate change is thinning the ice above, reducing the pressure and allowing water to move faster. But the acceleration is faster than any model predicted. It's as if the ice sheet woke up and decided to start moving differently. And if these subglacial pulses reach a tipping point, they could dump massive amounts of ice into the ocean, raising sea levels faster than we ever expected. We're watching a sleeping giant start to stir, and we have no idea when it's going to stand up. Number 3. The Deep Sea Whispering. In 2016, a research vessel dropped a hydrophone into the Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, nearly 11,000 meters down. What they heard was not silence. It was a constant, eerie mix of whistles, pops, and low-frequency murmurs. When sped up, it sounds like someone muttering just out of earshot. At first, scientists ruled out some obvious sources, but they couldn't rule out marine life entirely. In fact, we now know that baleen whales and other deep-diving species can produce sounds that travel for thousands of miles. Some of the whispers are likely minke whales or beaked whales, species we've barely studied. But here's the real mystery. After years of listening, there are still signals that don't match any known animal. They don't match earthquakes or ships either. The leading theory is that we're hearing unknown species, creatures that live in the Hadal Zone, deeper than any whale is known to go. A few researchers have even suggested we might be hearing the planet's crust breathing as minerals expand and contract under extreme pressure. But that's not proven. The truth is, 11,000 meters down, in the darkest place on Earth, something is making noise, and we have absolutely no idea what all of it is. Number 2. The disappearing sand. Every year, beaches around the world lose millions of tons of sand. Erosion from storms and rising seas explains a lot of it. But in 2019, geologists noticed something strange. Sand was vanishing from places with no waves, no storms, and no human activity. It was literally sinking. When they drilled into the seafloor, they found natural underwater sinkholes, called blowholes or submarine pits, that were swallowing sand. These features have always existed, but they were thought to be rare. Now we're finding thousands of them. The sand falls in and disappears deep into the Earth's crust, possibly getting carried away by underground currents. That part is wild enough. But here's the real mystery. New sinkholes are opening at an accelerating rate. Areas that had 0 holes a decade ago now have dozens. The leading theory is that rising ocean temperatures and changing currents are weakening the seafloor, causing it to crack open. Or maybe it's groundwater pumping on land, which changes the pressure balance offshore. No single model predicts this speed. We're watching the ocean floor swallow the world's beaches in real time. In another 50 years, some coastlines might be completely gone, not because of rising seas, but because the sand simply fell into a hole. Number 1, the ghost reefs. The Great Barrier Reef is dying from coral bleaching. That's not a mystery. Climate change is warming the oceans, and corals expel the algae that give them color and food. But in 2022, divers found something that defied easy explanation. Entire sections of the reef that had been declared dead were suddenly coming back to life. Not new coral growing on top of old skeletons. The exact same corals that had turned white were regaining their color. How? Scientists discovered that some corals host a type of heat-resistant algae that can survive mild bleaching events. When water temperatures drop, the algae return. That explains some of it. But here's the real mystery. Some reefs are recovering even without cooler water. Researchers are now studying whether corals have a kind of dormant genetic backup, a second immune system that activates under extreme stress, that would rewrite everything we know about marine biology. The even stranger part is that these ghost reefs are spreading. Areas that never recovered before are now showing signs of life. Something in the ocean is changing, maybe local adaptations, maybe something else. And it's giving dying ecosystems a second chance. We don't know why. We don't know how long it will last. But for the first time in decades, there's a sliver of hope in the water. And that's a mystery worth solving. That's it for this video. More on the way. Subscribe to catch them.